So for today's video, let's do a discussion about Piaget's cognitive development theory, and this could be found in Module 3, Lesson 1. So the term cognitive learning derives its meaning from the word cognition, defined by an electronic dictionary as the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Thus, learners are viewed to learn by using their brains. In the process, they are actively engaged in mental activities involving perception, thinking, and relying on their memory as they process new experience. Through the connections of these old and new experiences, the acquisition of knowledge and understanding results exist. In his theory of cognitive development, Jean Piaget argued that children's cognitive development is influenced by biological maturation and their experience or interaction within the environment. Children undergo a similar order of stages of development. Owing to varied circumstances the children are exposed to, the rate at which children go through the stage differ. Some children may even miss these later stages of cognitive development. How learning occurs within this. So, to explain how cognitive development happens, Piaget introduced the concept of schema, assimilation, and accommodation. He defines schema as a cohesive, repeatable action sequence possessing component action that are tightly interconnected and governed by a core meaning. Piaget 1952, it is the person way of organizing knowledge, view like the central processing unit of a computer. Schema, or other terms, is a plural form, are likely individual files representing an aspect of the world like objects, action, and concepts. Schema to guide the person's way of responding to a new information or experience, making it possible for the person to cope with the change. If the person can adapt to every experience, learning happens. So consider the theory of Ethan, a boy who is no more than 2 years old, who formed the concept of dog, as he played very often with Starbucks as Shih Tzu, the family dog. When introduced to the puddle, he called the same as dog. One day, he saw neighbor cat and shouted, "Dog," to get the attention of his mother. Ethan's schema for dogs includes having small furry body with 4 legs, a waggling tail, and barking ability. Calling the puddle dog is a case of assimilation, the process of taking new information into the existing schema. When the mother explained that dogs bark but cats meow, Ethan accommodated the new experience. Thus, his schema for cats was created. Accommodations involves changing or alternating existing schemas owing to the new information provided or learned. The balance between assimilation and accommodation is achieved through a mechanism, which Piaget called equilibrium. This ability is believed to be a factor in children's ability to move from one stage to another in cognitive development. Stages of cognitive development. To Piaget, cognitive development among children has 4 pieces. Children generally move through these different stages of mental development. Each stage describes how children acquire knowledge and nature of intelligence. There is 4 stages of Piaget cognitive development. So the first one is sensory motor. Within this stage, it could be from 0 to 2 years old. So the milestone is this could be learned through reflexes, senses, and movement, and also actions on the environment. So the second one is the pre-operational stage. This could be intended for 2 to 7 years old. It begins about the time the child starts talking to about 7 years old. It develops language and begins to use symbols to present objects. The third one is the concrete operational. This is intended for 7 to 11 years old. It begins about first grade to early adolescence. Around 11 years old, can think logically about concrete or the hands-on problems. And also it can be understand and conservations and organize things into categorize and in series. So the last one is the formal operational stage. This is intended for 12 years and up. It can be think hypothetically and selectively. This could be thinking becomes more scientific, solves abstract problems logically, can consider multiple perspectives and develops concerns about social issues, personal identity, and also justice. The influence of Piaget in classroom instructions is to summarize in his words. What is desired is that the teacher cease being a lecturer satisfied with transmitting ready-made solutions. His role should rather be that of a mentor, stimulating initiative and research. It behoves the teachers to be creative in imparting knowledge and skills to the student to engage them in a more active learning environment, so they can construct a meaning and concepts. In addition to instruction, the classroom environment, curriculum, and instructions materials should complement each other.